Hi, so let's begin with the quant section. The quant section, as we have seen in the previous lectures, consists of 31 questions of 62 minutes. That amounts to approximately 2 minutes per question. The quant section is divided into two parts, the problem solving part and the data sufficiency part. I will be going through both these parts separately and then we'll be looking at some questions of both types to get an understanding on how to attempt these questions in the GMAT exam. These topics come in both problem solving as well as data sufficiency questions. The first topic that we're going to discuss is algebra, which involves equations of linear type with 1, 2 or even more variables. These equations are most commonly seen in data sufficiency questions where we have to find out the relation between those two equations and through that relation find out the correct answer. The most popular and the most scoring section in quant is the commercial math. Commercial math includes all the topics that we studied in high school, which include profit and loss, percentages, time and distance, speed time, simple and compound interest. These topics mostly can be solved through basic fundamental equations and formulas that we have already learned. Also, unitary method applies very well in these questions. Sometimes even option filling can work in this. The most difficult section in quant, I believe, is the geometry section. Questions are in the form of a lock and key type. If you have practiced that type before, you'll be able to solve it in the exam. Otherwise, it'll be very difficult for you to comprehend and think in that exam time. I remember from my GMAT experience, I was stuck on a geometry question for about 5 minutes when I realized that it was getting out of my hand and I was not able to solve it. Since I had extra time left, I was able to devote 5 minutes to that question and then skip it by randomly answering to the question. But in case you're struggling with time, please skip a geometry question after 2 minutes if you're not able to understand the question. Inequalities form another major part of the GMAT topics. This includes linear equations which are presented in form of inequalities that are greater than or less than. And through this we find out domains and ranges of different variables. The last and most confusing topic of GMAT is number theory, which includes the remainders and divisibility. These questions need extensive amount of practice. It requires immense hard work from your side to understand and formulate the concepts into your mind. Apart from these, there are also other topics from which GMAT gives questions, but these form the majority of our questions. In the next upcoming lectures, we'll be practicing some of the questions of these type and I'll be explaining while practicing how to solve it more efficiently and quickly. That's it for now. Happy learning.